I'm talking about crafting an impactful response by being organized, utilizing the STAR method and instant priorities. You can also do this by studying and preparing. Other ways you can craft an impactful response is through using a story. Stories really stand out and help separate you from others. So I always remember my first time going code 3 with the big city fire department. I was so giddy, had the headset on, and I knew that was when that was the moment I knew I wanted to be a firefighter. And I had this big cheesy, dopey grin going across my face, and I was trying not to cheese too much, but I just couldn't help it. Talking about that goes a long way. Whatever stories you have, use them to your advantage. Use them to sell yourself, because stories will help you stick in the minds of the interview panel. I've used this story from a track coach in high school, and I talked about how he would sprint across the infield, and as I was finishing the race, he would go dig, 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 dig. And just being able to impersonate that in an interview stood out to the panel. So you get what I'm saying there. Use stories where appropriate. The other way that you're gonna stick out or stick with the interview panel, stand out, have an impactful response, is by being passionate. You can't fake passion, okay? Your passion is gonna show, and the panel will be able to tell that you're into this and this is what you wanna do. So be passionate and be sincere, be genuine. So as mentioned, part of creating this impactful response is using the STAR method. So I wanna make sure that you get a rep in here. Go ahead on a piece of paper, write out STAR, and I'm gonna have you answer this question. Tell us about a time when you faced a challenging incident at work. How did you approach the situation? What actions did you take? And what was the outcome? There's a lot there. Go ahead, pause the video, write out your answer. All right, so now, this will take some work on your end. You're going to deliver your response in a strong and concise manner. So first, look at your answer. Is it strong and concise? Does it actually answer the question? Let's talk about formulating a strong and concise response for interview questions next. Preparation and practice is going to be your friend here. Now, I'm not talking about over-the-top practicing to where you're a robot, but be practiced, know what you want to talk about, but also be fluid. That's part of the reason I'm doing this whole course the way I am. I have everything typed out, and I was just gonna read it, really, and that was just not very exciting, and there's something that gets lost in just the conversation bit. So I've got my notes that I'm using to go over the finer points with you, but I'm also talking, much like how you want to be for your interview. The more you practice, the cleaner, stronger, and more concise you will get with answering common firefighter questions. Good thing I've included the 20 most asked questions in firefighter interviews.